Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Commenting on Comments, where I comment on your comments that you commented on my video. Some people want me to reply back with text, but I'd rather make videos about it because it's more fun that way, and frig it. Anyway people, without further ado, let's roll that intro. Alrighty, our first comment here is from Stewie Gaming, and they say, the Elgato is definitely worth picking up. I've had mine for nearly 3 years now and it hasn't skipped a beat. And the Elgato has software support that gets updated frequently and it doesn't run like a bag of shit. Holy crap, that friggin' Hopage, man, I swear, it crashes all the time. Anybody who I knew who was gaming all told me, oh, get the Hopage, it's the best capture card on the planet, it's the best whatever. So when I saw they came on sale for Bill 29, I friggin' echoed Adrian right away and said, bro, I'm going to pick up an HD PVR Hopage at Future Shop for 130 bucks. They're on sale right now. And he was like, dude, I'll meet you there. And we went and both bought them. And we both realized shortly after that they're a fucking whore and a half to work with. Not a big fan of the friggin' Hopage. Last time I bought one of their products. Pontiachotshot says, I could stop looking at my Facebook today and never look at it again. I don't give two shits. You know what? Only reason why I like Facebook is because of this stupid game I play called Marvel Avengers Alliance. If I could figure out how to get my progress off of Facebook and onto like the cell phone app or the iPad app, I probably wouldn't log into Facebook as much. I'm always logged into it because I literally wrote a macro to do the mundane work on that game, basically to like run the missions or do the bullshit fucking leveling up work that I don't feel like sitting at my computer to do. For that to work, I gotta be logged into Facebook at all times. So people think I'm always on Facebook, but 90% of the time I'm not even looking at the fucking thing. Segalagirl says, oh, I'd love it if people had to pay money for Facebook. Then there would be way less peer pressure among certain peer groups to join it, which I will never do. Yeah, you know what? If they actually made it a pay site, I can already see the welfare cases just fucking losing their shit. Like, you mean I gotta pay $5.99 a month to play on fucking Facebook and take care of my farm town? Or to give farm town money for tokens, you know? I could just see them fucking losing their shit. But it's like, if they would have left Facebook the way it was before, where you required a educational email address to actually log into it, and your educational facility had to be registered on Facebook as a educational facility. And it was weird because the college I went to, they were probably one of the last ones to get themselves registered, and that's why like I was on it before it became general pub. So my email address on there is a canadorc.on.ca, which is pretty funny. I don't even have access to that email address anymore. But I was able to change the email address that they email me to my current email address, so that's kind of cool. But if they would have left it like that, I don't think Facebook would be the train wreck it is today. Because now Facebook, literally all it is peer-to-peer fucking terror-mongering, pretty much. Just bullshit. People posting nonsense and shit all over it. DFS Tech Auto says, good old Facebook, the source of comedy, only reason to be on it. Yeah, it's a good source for comedy, but when you got stupid people on there that believe every fucking thing that's posted is true, kind of causes problems. Warren6815 says, plot twist, what if Jetwash was actually called Jeff? This goes back to my live stream, people, if you're wondering what the hell's going on there. See, Tommy, when he types on the comments, he uses a voice-to-text program, so he can just say his comment and it writes it out. Problem with those type of dictator softwares is they don't work for me because I slur a lot of words. I'm a lazy speaker. Look, you can tell. You know, I slur a lot of words. So, like, right now, if you were to turn the caption, the closed caption on, probably just writing a bunch of bullshit that doesn't even exist. But that's what happened was he went to say Jet Wash and Chooch it, and the program changed it to Jeff Wash and Shoot it. Fucking hilarious. So that's why this whole Jet Wash, Jeff Wash thing happened. LobbyZX11 says, the funny thing is, all that shit on the step there was nothing. Okay, let me try this again, people. The funny thing is all that shit on the step there was nothing there that they wiped their ass on. Imagine the sloppy walk home they had. I hope they didn't have a car and a long walk home. Lol. No, I think it was this one guy who comes around the office. He literally, he has two dogs. He has a German Shepherd and this other lab slash fucking hybrid. He usually raids the butt bin, and I'm thinking he probably is the one who took a shit. So chances are, like, he's not a homeless guy, but he's definitely a government-assisted guy. And I'm thinking he was the one who probably dropped the deuce, because not only was there a shit, but the butt bin was tampered with. It was breached open. It wasn't closed properly. I noticed that right away, and I just didn't really mention it on the vlog because fuck it. But I can imagine he went in there and fished out all the cigarette butts, which is completely disgusting. Super JJ says, you seem to have a pretty damn good job. How long do you figure that buyout will last you before you're looking for another job? Just curious, COC. The job's good. I just don't like what Bell's doing to the place, and literally that buyout was the smartest thing I did, because I have a feeling come next year this time there won't be any more, that business will be shut down. Nobody there will be employed, everybody will be laid off, and like I said before, the people who decided to leave last October, me being one of them, we got a sick buyout of 2 months pay for every year work. I've been there for 13 years, so I'm getting 26 months of a buyout, so basically 2 years of pay. After the rest of the people, when they get laid off and they get bought out, they're only getting 1 week for every year served. So if you work there 9 years, you're gonna walk out with like a month and a week of pay. Or sorry, two months plus 1 week of pay, which is nowhere near. Like, if I would have said, no, I want to stay, I would have worked until they let me go. I would have, instead of getting like 26 months of pay, I would have gotten like 13 weeks of pay. You see how big of a difference that is? How long will it last me? Well, as long as I can be frugal with it and not go and buy myself a new car and shit. ZX8401ZTV says, the Huparg software has always been shit. You're fucking right. I had a basic capture card and the software was not reliable. I tried new and old versions. The faults just changed. I finally installed only the card driver and used generic capture program. It worked good enough. Yeah, I'm gonna replace that capture card with the Elgato. It seems to be what all the big guys on YouTube are using, and I understand why. Is because, you know, the only headache you have with it is playing in a room with a bunch of idiots who don't know how to play a video game. It's game rage, not hardware rage, and that's what I need. I need game rage. I don't need to be raging because my friggin' hardware is acting a fool, right? Tabby Kitten said, dude, whatever they put in your coffee, I want some, lol. He's talking about the Tim Hortons Throwback Thursday. And bud, it's just Tim Hortons. Go get some. $2 a coffee. Friggin' awesome. Super Fifth Gear says, do you have to vape and drive? Yes. This is what, the third or fourth time you've been pulled over? Probably the fourth. It's a 10-minute drive to work. It's not an excuse. I agree with you on the keeping it legal with cigarettes and all, but can you just go 10 minutes without using it? Probably, but why should I? Would save the hassle of court if you do get a $500 fine. If I have to go to court and fight for it, then so be it, but if people can smoke cigarettes in their cars, I should be able to vape in my car. Bottom line, government wants to make them the same, then fuck off. Like, it's, if you want to say an e-dart and a dart are the same, then if you can smoke a dart in your car, I can have a vape in my car. That should be the rule. Simple, easy peasy. Sure, they're both not the same, but Health Canada wants to make them the same because they're all pissed off that the tax dollars aren't going to the government because they get paid out by the government. Like, it's such a fucking bullshit operation. Adam Morals says, hey bud, you can buy the new Ely Stick 100 for here in the States. Probably not much more in Canada. I actually have an Ely Stick 100. I use it with my Dark Horse dripper and it works awesome. There is a problem with mine. Something's broken on the inside. I got to take it apart and find out what broke and see if it's important. Chances are it isn't because the Ely works. It just has this rattle. But all in all, I'm impressed. I like the iStick. It's a good device. The iStick 100, really good. I got it packed with two 3100 mAh batteries, 6200 mAh overall power, and so far it works great. Monroe Pride 2011 says, when are you going to... Okay, try it. When are you going to use a different background for COC? Really? That's an issue? You don't like the Vlogginwall? Okay, how about this? Is that better? G-Murray01 says, if you don't lock your car, then it hasn't really been broken into. Fact. I'm sorry, but it is your own damn fault if you can't be bothered to press the lock button on your remote. I don't mean you, Adam. I'm sure you always lock your car. Yeah, I do. I lock it, and then I press the lock button again to hear the horn. So if I hear the horn, that means it's really locked. I'm talking about the owner of the white G6. And that's the thing, is here in Ontario, the cops have a rule called lock it or lose it, where if your car is not secured, you can actually, apparently you can actually be fined. Like, let's say you go to Walmart, you park your car, you leave the window open. The cops drive by and see that, they can actually fine you because you failed to secure your ride. It's all about securing your ride. Like, have the windows rolled up, have the doors locked, make sure nobody can get in there, because like, their thing is not somebody can steal your shit. Their thing is what if a child got into your car and got hurt? You're liable. So lock it or lose it and secure your vehicle or get a fine. It makes sense. And people, that's all we got for this episode of Comping on Comments. So thanks for sticking with me till the end. Really appreciate it. Make sure to leave your comments so I can comment on them. And until next time, guys, peace the frig out.